here are the standings after 5 rounds in the World Chess FIDE Candidates Final 2016. Sergey Karyakin, sole first place with 3.5. Aronian right behind him with 3. Gary, Svidler, Caruana, and Anand with 2.5. My buddy from the United States, Carl Nakamura, with 2, and Topalov with 1.5. I still think it's anybody's tournament. It's a 14-rounder. We got 9 more to go. Anything could happen. But this are the standings after 5 rounds. Hi, folks. John Cordisco back again. Round 6 of the Moscow Candidates Final 2016. The winner of this tournament goes to New York in November to play Magnus Carlsen for the World Championship. It's a game between white, former world champion from India, Anand, and his black, 7-time Russian champion, Peter Svidler. Repeat that, 7-time Russian champion. How good you got to be for that? Probably the toughest championship in the world. Let's get to it. Anand is white. Svidler is black. It's going to be a close reload pay anti-martial. We'll just go through some of the opening moves here. Pretty common stuff. Castles. A4. Bishop B7. D3. Rook E8. Knight. Pretty common stuff. Reload pay, I've seen it a million times. Bishop F8, that's interesting. Usually when you do that is you want the rook to guard this pawn. That would instantly tell me that he has plans on moving this knight. C3, knight to A5. Exactly. Bishop C2. Pawn D4. E takes. C takes. D5. Interesting. Let's go back here because this is starting to get tricky. Be honest with you, queen to B6 is the computer's choice. And a close second is queen to C7 or C takes D. He plays D5. Not a mistake. Call it a small inaccuracy, I think. E5. Knight to E4. A takes. A takes. Knight takes. Pawn takes. Rook takes. Okay. We're on move 18 already. A lot of action. Of course, you don't want to play C takes D. But I think this is where Peter miscues. And I'll be honest with you. I think it's a very natural move. Very natural move. Knight to B3. And it goes roughly half a pawn advantage for white to over a pawn advantage for white. The computer liked G6, believe it or not, with a continuation bishop G5, queen C8. But after knight to B3, rook takes. What do you do? What do you do? What do you take with? You take with the queen. You take with a bishop. Well, queen takes A8 loses. Because after rook to H4, white's going to get mated. Bishop takes B3 is interesting. Instead of rook. But here's what happens. Rook takes A1. And white loses. So after rook takes, bishop takes. Let's go back here to give you an idea what I meant. If queen had taken instead of the bishop, go rook to H4. This is all computer generated, but you get the idea. Bishop hitting the rook. Pawn takes check. You can just tell what's coming. You can just tell. King has to move over, and you can follow the rest. Once the queen and the knight get in, it's over. So B takes was the correct move. Knight to G5. And I'll tell you the truth, it looks pretty tough. Pretty tough for Peter right now. Knight takes. Queen. What to do, what to do? And you can just see this coming. You really can. Give you an idea. Instead of queen there, queen takes the knight. It's not nearly as good because after bishop takes G6. Black's got an advantage. Exchange for a knight and a pawn, but at least he could survive it. But after queen to H5, believe it or not, the best move on the board is queen takes G5, giving up the queen. That's how bad it is. H6. Queen takes, bishop takes, queen takes, bishop takes, queen takes. That's the computer's best chance. And then C takes. I don't know. Can black put up a fortress? I don't know. But after H6, queen takes check. King to H8. Now the killer blow. See if you can find it. Rook to G4. Queen to A5. H4. And that's for Peter. Threw in the towel. Give you an idea. After knight checks, king to H2. It's over. Even if it goes queen to E1, you're not going to be able to mate him. Queen E1, knight H3, and you're saved. Tough break for Peter. Tough, tough break. I gotta honestly say, I think when it comes to preparation, besides Anand Giri in this tournament, I think Peter Svidler, who's been criticized in the past for not working enough on his chess. Well, 7-time Russian champion, he's got to be doing something right. But I could tell on this one, he put in a lot of time and a lot of work into preparation. Not that he was a slouch to begin with. I think he went above and beyond way what he usually does. And he's had 2 or 3 positions that were very promising. Couldn't convert them. Ended up drawing. And then he loses this one to Vichy. I feel bad for him. I really do. Because he's getting a little bit older. And this could be his last opportunity to get in the candidates final. Or even win it for that matter. But chess is a cruel game. It's a cruel, cruel game. It's a great game, but it's a cruel one too. Anyway, folks, that's the end of one of the games from round 6 of the FIDE Candidates Final 2016. I hope you enjoyed it. It's starting to heat up, folks. It's starting to heat up. A lot of great games in this round. I'm going to show you another game after this. But until then, I want you to remember, if you think chess is just a game, you're not playing it right. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.